happy that trucking did something amazing. And the fact that you and I have education. I mean, you went, got your degree, got your MBA. Things didn't work out. Got divorced. And trucking saved your life. Who would have thought, bro?
It has. Trucking brought me back from a bad place. In 2018, after I got fired from the bank and, I was in between jobs and child support was getting behind, my ex-wife took me to court and the judge was like, I'm going to put you in jail if you don't get a job.
Any advice for people that are just feeling like their life is so torn down that they just want to give up?
I was extremely fortunate that I had a support system. Even when I was in a bad place, I had an amazing support system. My brother, stepdad, my mother, they would never let me go without, I would have been homeless without my mother. I was jobless, the car got repossessed. Like I would have been homeless, and my mom took me back, and she never gave me stress about paying rent or you need to get out, or she always make me a meal. But then I found trucking, and now she's like eternally proud of me for getting back on my feet. And she tells me that all the time, and I feel like I don't deserve the pride she has for me, because all the things that I've been through, and the support system is vital. So, and I lost 31 pounds in 3 months. And
what's up, mother truckers? You are now watching the Asian Mai Show live.
What is going on, mother truckers? Welcome to the Asian Mai Show. We're here today. If you don't get a chance, watch this on the replay, because we're teaching you about food service. We're teaching you about my guy Ruben and how basically trucking can save you from going to jail. That's going to be its own thumbnail in its own. But let's start with that. I just want to thank my partners, Funding Booth, Truck Miser, Mecca Chrome Shop out at the 595 Truck Stop, and Blue Parrot, just for rocking with us and letting us do our thing. So, Ruben, welcome to the show, brother.
Thanks, Alex. It's good to be here.
It sounds like if you want to get with Sigma, you're gonna have to work at night. You're gonna be doing what, seven on the minimum to 14 stops a night? Is that correct?
You're not gonna do 14 stops unless you're doing a team route, and so there's two of you. On a solo route, on a typical shift, I'm doing 4 to 5 stops per night. So tonight I'm gonna do 4 or 5 stops, and then tomorrow night I'll do either 3 or 2, depending on how much I get done tonight.
Oh, that's
so I already know where I'm going tonight. I know when the trailer's going to be there, ready for me to get in the truck and leave. And I was OTR for about 1.5 years, and I don't miss sitting in a dock for 4 hours waiting to get loaded. I don't do that anymore. I don't miss, I don't have to worry about getting detention pay because I sat in a dock for 12 hours. It's not like that at all. I show up to my terminal, get in the truck, and start my clock and get ready to move boxes.
No, that's what's up. So if people want to reach out to you because they're thinking about a job with Sigma, and they'll probably want to reach out to you, after they see the pay stubs, if it's something that's interesting them, right? Because you guys already know on the Asian Mai Show, we show them pay stubs. So with that said, how do they reach out to you, brother?
I'm on Twitter. My handle is my name at Ruben Foster, RubenFoster. Just Google me. It's pretty easy to find.
Probably calling BS on this, but I said no CDL required. So
right.
Let's go into this minimum requirements of what you do need to work there for someone that doesn't have a CDL, and walk them through that training program, and somebody that already has the CDL, what that might look like so that they could jump on with Sigma.
Well, there's 2 positions that actually you're moving boxes out of a truck, and that's a helper, and then they have a driver. The helper doesn't have to have a CDL. They don't have to worry about logging 14 hours. They just get in the truck and move boxes. So they're not gonna make as much as a driver. They're not ever gonna have to worry about driving the truck. They just ride shotgun, and then when you get to a stop, the driver and the helper both get out and they both unload at the same time. So it's a way to get food off the truck faster. At a quicker time. So you can get 10 to 12 stops done in a shift instead of 4 to 5.
So just saying myself, if I don't have a CDL and I want to get my feet wet into the food service game, I could apply at Sigma as a helper.
Right.
And then what happens after a year of them knowing that I can do this? They'll pay for my CDL school, or do you guys have their own program? What does that look like?
I'm not like exactly sure what the requirements are, but they do hire people on as helpers, and then after a while we'll send them to CDL school to become drivers. I know we have a couple of guys that are helpers in my terminal, and they're cool with just being helpers.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what's the pay on that then? I know you're not a helper yourself, but are you making at least 50, 60K a year?
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's variable, but you're looking at it between 50 and 60 a year if you're going to be a helper. At Sigma we have what's called component pay. So it's when you're an OTR driver, you take your miles and multiply it by 50 cents or 40 cents or whatever you're making. Mm-hmm. When you're in the food service, you have component pay, so you get paid a certain amount of cents per mile, and you also get stop pay, which means the more stops you have, the more they pay you for that. So it's like $5, $6, $7 per stop. And then the primary pay component is going to be the actual weight of the trailer. So the heavier your trailer is, the more you're going to make. And it's done by the thousands of pounds. So my trailer tonight is like 32,500, and I have 2 days to unload it. So I'll make like $14 for every 1,000 pounds or whatever it is.
Well, that's what's up. So when looking at this, let me see, I don't have my glasses on, but gross pay for the week. This is for the week, is that correct? It says $2,078.02. Yep,
we pay it every Friday.
So every Friday you're making $2,000 gross.
And I wish. What happened was I took an extra route that week because a guy called in sick. I took an extra route, and Sigma really takes care of us when we take extra routes or cover for someone. Like, they do a really good job making sure that it's worth our while. So a typical week is 13 to 1,600, or 2,000 to 2,100 is like a really good week. Nice. Some of the guys I work with that have more seniority, they get first pick of like routes and like extra routes. So their checks are actually bigger. But 13 to 1,600 is actually pretty normal.
And you're a new guy. So for people watching this,
I'm a new guy.
He's a new guy, and this check right here, 2,000 gross, you netted 1,472. Now, mind you that gross is more important than net, because everyone's net will be different in comparison to what they're doing and who they are and how many kids they have and how they do their taxes
and health insurance.
So if you're working your butt off, you could make $2,000 a week. Right. Let me blow this one up. And I know we're just going through a few of them. So is this kind of what you were talking about? The other gross pay was over 2,000. This one gross pay is 1,500 because you didn't take that extra route.
Yeah, I don't always get offered extra routes every week. It was just kind of a one-off that the guy called in sick and they needed someone to cover. Gotcha. So this is a typical, when I was OTR, you'd work, 6-7 days a week on the road, just banging out the miles and run on recaps. I never have to run recaps because I only run 4 nights a week, and I'm making this kind of money. 4 nights a week. So for 4 days of working, you're doing this, man. Yep, 4 14-hour shifts. Well, that's 12 dope, to 14-hour shifts.
That's dope. No, I appreciate that. And there's a lot of people that excuses is something that runs in their life, and they just feel like maybe they're the only one that's going through something. And to hear your story today, Ruben, and to know that, look, I found a spot that's dope. 4 days a week, I could be home more, and guess what? Yeah. They'll even hire you without a CDL. So you really have no excuses, all you mother truckers out there. Like, if you really want to get some money, you want to provide, man, this is what the Asian Mai Show is, man. We get people on that want to help, because what else is there, right? I mean, besides your loved ones, your family, and just trying to live your best life. Because in 100 years, we're not going to be worried about our problems anyways, right, Ruben?
You want to make. And where I live, you're not going to make $90,000 driving local truck. It's just not going to happen unless you touch freight. So if I want to live where I live and make the money I make so I can keep my ex-wife off my back and still have a place to live for myself. It's just what I do. And I lost 31 pounds in 3 months. And so
congratulations, 31 pounds, baby.
Yeah.
You know, for the 100 people in here watching this, my man lost 31 pounds. If you guys could put a muscle emoji for my man here, man. People want to see the money, but it's changed this man's life, man. And so, you know,
I'm so like completely grateful that I have this job. And, you know, I was just scrolling on Facebook and I saw an ad for Sigma and I was like, it probably won't work, but let me throw in my information. And then, you know, 2 weeks later I get hired. It's crazy.
Look at that. And you know, I don't want to say it, but we talked off camera and the judge was out to get you. And
yeah,
you know,
child support, family court judges, they don't play. They want their money.
You know, what did he say to you? Get a job? Or
yeah, in 2018, after I got fired from the bank, and you know, I was in between jobs, and child support was getting behind. My ex-wife took me to court, and the judge was like, "I'm going to put you in jail if you don't get a job." And so I was like,
"Put you in jail if you don't get a job."
He said it with a straight face. He was not playing.
Wow. Happy that trucking did something amazing. And the fact that you and I have education. I mean, you went, got your degree, got your MBA, things didn't work out, got divorced, and trucking saved your life. Who would have thought, bro?
It has. Trucking brought me back from a bad place. And you know, I don't know what I would do if I wasn't driving a truck. Like, I know I should have a backup plan, but right now I don't have a backup plan.
No, so, I hear that, man. Hey, you got a career now, man. Look, people are putting the cakes down, man. What blows? Cake, Gary Bates, Don, cake, Dirty Broke, cake, man. Congratulations to you. Anything to say to those people that maybe felt like they've lost everything? And you said it took you to a dark place. And I know a lot of truck drivers feel that sometimes, just feeling like their life is so torn down that they just want to give up.
I was extremely fortunate that I had a support system. Even when I was in a bad place, I had an amazing support system. You know, my brother, stepdad, my mother, you know, they would never let me go without, you know, I would have been homeless without my mother. You know, I was jobless, you know, my car got repossessed. Like I would have been homeless, and my mom took me back, and she, you know, she never gave me stress about paying rent or needing to get out, or, you know, she always make me a meal. But, you know, then I found trucking, and now she's like eternally proud of me for getting back on my feet. And she tells me that all the time. And I feel like I don't deserve the pride she has for me, because of, you know, all the things that I've been through. And, you know, the support system is vital. So, you know, you can make money, you can lose money, but like that support of family is forever.
Is there anything else that you want to leave people with? I want to give you the floor. People that are maybe in a position where they feel like their life is down and they don't know what to do, and they're looking for something, a career, anything that can save them.
The thing is, when I was at the point where I was, you know, working at a bank, you know, was making good money, was stable, and I could count on it. I think about trucks or fast food workers. I just want to kind of went about my day, and I didn't really think that a person like me would deserve to be in a truck or have that kind. I humbled myself, and I was like, you know what? I'm not above driving a truck or cleaning a toilet or sweeping a floor. You know, you do what you got to do to get by, and don't be afraid to jump into something different. You know, don't be afraid to do something you've never done before. So, you know, take a chance and humble yourself. Don't be afraid to do something you've never done before.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.